Hey guys, Split Horizon here with another Adobe Illustrator Beginners tutorial. Today I'm going to teach you how to create long shadows using Adobe Illustrator. So let's get right into it. So here you can see a drawing that I have made of a flat design pencil. And you see it has the shadow going down here. This is actually really not that hard to make despite all of the other tutorials, if you've seen any, about how to make these. So let me just go ahead and start showing you. So for this tutorial, I'm just going to not really recreate the pencil. I'm just going to make another shape as I think of it. So we're just going to go ahead and make a circle for our background, holding shift to draw it out in a perfect circle. I'm going to make it kind of this teal-y color. I really like teal, apparently. I'm going to go ahead and center it in my frame. Make it a little bit bigger by holding shift and option. And so I'm going to go ahead and make a shape. I'm going to hit P on my keyboard, do the pen tool. I'm going to go ahead and make just kind of like a rectangle with a, I don't know, a pointed end. There, and make it like a light blue. Okay, so now we have this kind of really clashing colors, so I'm actually going to make this a yellow so you can see it better. Now we have the yellow triangle just sitting here, and now as you can see here, the shadow comes perfectly off of the pencil at every point. Now how you're going to do this is you're going to want to have your layers panel open so you can see everything. Drop that down. So what you want to do is you want to copy and then hit Command F and Command F. That will paste your new shapes in front. So you want to hit Command F twice, so you have two of them. You want to hide the back shape, and now you want to move your screen a little bit up because you want to hold Shift and Alt and drag your Shift and Command, sorry. You want to hold Shift and Command and drag your shape down and let up your mouse button before you let up Shift and Command, or it will snap somewhere else. And now that they're perfectly aligned, you're going to select the bottom one here, go over to your transparency tool, or go up to Window, scroll down to Transparency, or hit Shift Command F10 or Shift Option F10, and then you want to set the transparency to 0. Now we don't want to just turn the fill off because that will make the shape just literally invisible, but we need it to still be there. And now you want to make sure we have both of them selected, and then we're going to go, I guess you can just go to your swatches and turn them to black. And now this is the little more complicated part. You want to go up to Object and go to Blend and hit Blend Options. You want to make sure that you have your blend options set to specified distance, and you want to have that distance set to about 1 pixel. This will give your blend a good distance from each other. It will make it nice and smooth, and it won't make it jaggedy at all. And then you want to go back to Object, Blend, and hit Make, or you can do Option Command B. And now you see you have this kind of gradiated line coming down here in the shape of your object. And now, before we show, when we hid this is so your other shape, so that when we bring it up in front, and now when we show it, it has that shadow. But the shadow looks kind of weird right now. It doesn't look as clean as this does. You want to click on the shadow, go to your transparency or window transparency, and turn it down to about 30%. And now it's not as dark black, and now it's a lighter, calmer black. And now, if you exported this image right now, it would export and you would have this kind of just random gradient going on here. You don't want that. So what you can do is you can make a clipping mask. So you want to do Command C, Command V on your background. You want to make sure it's exactly lined up on top. And then you want to select it and the shadow, and you want to hit Command 7 on your keyboard. That will make a clipping mask that will bring that will cut the shadow out perfectly around your circle. Now your yellow is all dark now because the clipping masks automatically go to the front. So you want to just drag your shape up top. It'll bring its color back to normal. And there you go. There's a long shadow in Adobe Illustrator. Now, in this tutorial, I'm also going to go over how to get your shadow on your shapes. Some of you probably already know how to do this, but I'm going to go over it anyways because it's pretty simple and it's a really effective technique if you want people to like your art. So what you can do is you can just copy your shape again. I'm just going to drag it right back on top of my other one. And then you can go into your direct selection tool. Select the anchor point there and the anchor point there. Select those two anchor points and hit delete. No, you don't want to do that. So you want to so you want to go into your pen tool, hit P on your keyboard, go to like about halfway of your object, click, go to the top, and then click around the edge so that you make like a half shape. Or at least about a half shape. So now once that's done, you make sure you have the same color. Go into your color picker and drag it down a couple shades darker. Now that looks a little too dark to me, but I'm going to go and bring it back up a little bit. And now you see how it looks darker there. And if you're a perfectionist, and actually mine looks pretty good, but you can drag your anchor points to snap exactly with your picture. So now it looks like there is a light source coming from like right here. So if this line is your light source, the light source is coming and hitting off, illuminating this side more and illuminating this side less. You can even do this with your background. So I'm just going to duplicate my circle. Do this. I'm going to send it to the back and then bring it up one. And then with a circle, to make a half circle, it's really easy. Just go to your direct selection tool, select one of the anchor points, and hit delete, and it'll make it a half circle. And then you go into your color picker, make it a little bit darker, and now you see it's on the wrong side. So you're just going to right click on it, transform, reflect, vertical, okay. Then drag it over. I actually messed up there. You should just be able to delete this anchor point over here. I did that on accident. And now you see these lines don't quite match up, so I'm just going to zoom in for my shape below. Go to my direct selection tool to line them up perfectly. Scroll down here. If my Illustrator catches up, move. Come on, you can do it. There we go. And now make sure these lined up good. Look good. Zoom back out and see. Yep, looks good to me. So now you see the light source is coming in, bouncing off of this side of the object and bouncing back out. This side is in a shadow because this side's blocking it out. You get the shadow shining off of it. Same thing with my pencil over here. I got the darker side on this half. I didn't actually do it on my circle back here, but I could. So yeah, that's kind of like a flat design and a long shadow tutorial. So I was thinking, since in most of my videos I'm going to try to do like short little working montages, and so here I'm going to go ahead and make another object using these just to show you some of the other things that you can make. So I'll be right back. Okay, so there we go. So I created this logo to show that you can use the long shadows and the flat design for other things other than just drawing random shapes in Illustrator. This is a logo for a fake company I created called Halved. So pretty much what I did, if you couldn't tell quite right, I took a circle, split it in half, and then put the font half in, and then I used the blending tool to make the blend for the shadow. But then Illustrator doesn't let you create clipping masks of things that aren't objects, which are normally which it didn't count my half circles as an object, and my half circle that was a blend as an object. So I had to expand my blend. Let me see if I can go back and undo my clipping mask and show you it. Yeah. So all the blue are all anchor points for the blend. So you can see when I drag my mouse along, there's all these blue lines are showing up. And that's because of the clipping mask, or of the blend. It makes one line every pixel on your page. And that was a mistake. Let's see if my computer catches up here. It's so strenuous on Illustrator, it's making my whole computer go really slow. Okay, we're just gonna go back and give me that clipping mouse again. But yeah, originally, why is it selecting that? It's weird. Originally, I was going to try to put shadows around this, but until I realized that I could just expand the object to make it an editable shape to be able to do the shadow off of it, I didn't know that, and so it doesn't look quite as what I'd like it to be. But yeah, so thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, you can leave a rating or comment on this video. I'd really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.